Piores, your leadership of my military has been impeccable since you joined us. Thank you, my liege. And now, I wish for you to begin preparing our armies for war. Of course, my liege. We are always prepared. Will this war be soon or very soon? I have determined that we can no longer afford to lose ships to Christian raiders in the Great Sea. And if our North African ports are to exist without being assailed, then we must control all of the ports of significance. All of the ports of military significance. From Al-Andalus to Egypt. Of course, when you call for them, your men will be ready. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with Malik al-Muazzam, Youkhanna II, the lover of elegance of the Umayyad Empire, and we are going to begin today by switching to the glorious Empire screen here, and we are going to click the thing that I could have clicked at the end of last episode, but I didn't. I did not do. So I do now. We're going to avenge the Battle of Tours. That's going to change my nickname to the Avenger. It's going to give me 750 prestige and a whole bunch of other stuff. Some piety here. Most of my people are converted already, but it might get some of their territories over. And we're also going to become the de jure liege of the Kingdom of West Francia, which I find absolutely hilarious. Thousands and thousands of brave Muslims died on the road to Tours, on the path of the martyrs. They were fighting for a better future, a new golden age for the true believers. Today, that future is finally here. With a firm foothold in Europe, my glorious conquest has only begun. Well, I don't know what we're going to do now. Allah Akbar. You are now known as the Avenger. So we are now the Avenger, so we're just going to look at poor Francia. Oh, Francia. They're going to switch to the kingdoms. They're going to switch back, and we can see that Francia has basically been destroyed. They get to keep this part. Good for them. Now, right now, in the world of non-de jure, of course, West Francia is not ours. We could probably just war for this right after the thing is over, but I don't know that my character is interested in that. He sort of fulfilled the thing that he said he would do for his father. He's consolidated the Sultanate of Al-Andalus, and he has restored all of the Iberian Peninsula. So he may rest from war for now, although he has also been considering, we've also been considering taking Sicily from the Byzantine Empire. Not that strong. We probably could just do it, and then we would control all the major islands except for Cyprus. But for now, we're just going to continue with our little journey out to this hunt, and we're going to spend our money. I'm going to... That's not right. I'm going to give myself the military academies because we want those. And then we will just, we shall move forward. We will continue on to fresh start. Get out there. You are known for your dedication to your faith. Yes. Journeying through Cabra, I pass a peculiar looking tent. This is the wandering witch, the wise man. I don't feel good about burning him. I am zealous. It's not enough to make me feel good about it. I could ask him in the future and see if he can give us a good omen, but that'll cost me 50 gold that I don't want to spend. I could ignore it, but it doesn't like me ignoring it either, so I think we're gonna just have to just burn the witch. Scheme at court. My spymasters come to me with grave news. So someone is plotting to kill my friend, my vizier, Ablarian. I'm glad we uncovered that. So you are in love with this woman who's married. We have enough room in our court for both of you. You're coming with me. I mean, I could bring her with us, but I'm not sure that I want to. I'm just going to force him to come. Befriend mutual understanding. So I am now friends with my tax collector and acclaimed knight here. He's also my marshal now. We do need to reward this guy with territory as soon as the opportunity arises. We may have to hunt something down for him to control on purpose. There might be some choices available around that. So we're gonna rest. We're gonna rest in the hills because our beasts of burden are getting a little stressed. And we've arrived at the hunt. All right. Oh, we should not be on 4. So there is a scheme. Someone is plotting against my courtier. Fernando de Vega is married to my daughter because they had an affair, but because I married them, the child was not born a bastard. Nice. So she wants to be stab E. She wants to be sneaky. Food taster and acclaimed knight I think is better than just some random dude. My wife could do it as well. My wife has better knowledge. It is her education, so this is one of my secondary wives. Sure, we'll have her do it. There we go. We are making a ton of money right now. Our money goes up very fast, which is good because it's going to help us with this developmental period. All right. Inspiration realized. My lord, my fairy Alphonse approaches me with a wide grin, sweat dripping down his forehead and soot smeared across his face. I have toiled over the forge for many days and nights, but finally my work is done. The Umayyad sword. 10 prowess, 14 enemy fatal casualties, and advantage in the mountains +4. It is the Umayyad sword. So we're going to, this is lovely. We're going to be using this from now on. I could give Sultan Hisham's dagger to my son, or I can just keep it and use it in situations where I am going to try to do a hostile scheme. Those situations will probably be few and far between, but still. We now have this illustrious armor, this illustrious weapon. Of course, the crown of Abid al-Rahman. Mufarij comes of age. This is my son. He did okay. These educations have not been turning out that great lately, but we are doing pretty good with our, people need to stop ruining my efforts. Seriously. I've invested an enormous amount in keeping this up, and you guys are literally just ruining it over and over again. Come on, guys. It's not a good look. So this guy has been messing around and bragging about the fact that he was paid to map our territory. He is going to go into the dungeons. Let's just look here. We have prisoners. Oh, we still have prisoners from the last war. Wild. So this guy's worth 10 gold, so he can leave. This guy will negotiate his release. I don't want to recruit him. I don't need a hook. He can just go. As for this guy, he must convert. Then he can go. We follow the quarry into the plain, slowly but surely gaining on the flighty stag. So we are hunting a stag. It suddenly spooks, bounding away in another direction. As I move to see what scared it, I can scarcely believe my eyes. Yves and Prince Saladin entangled on the ground in a passionate embrace. I don't want to expose family wrongdoing, so I'll just tell them to get up. We're hunting. But we can placate vassals now, which we definitely want to do. All right, let's continue with the hunt. Success chance increases slightly. So we're going to hunt. We're going to ride the stag down. We're not going to try to shoot it with our bows. It's all right. We have a pretty good chance of succeeding. But we didn't. The damn thing is gone. That's fine. Commander promoted. So we've promoted this guy. I would prefer you convert. All right, let's leave this adventure behind us. That's a big stress down for us and some skill in our hunter trait. See how this is going. This person wants a divorce. But like always, he's just a town owner, and I'm not really into that. Not really into that at all. He can respect his oaths. Technically, there's nothing preventing him from marrying a second woman if he wants, which is mostly why, even though I know the lesser characters don't usually take second wives, it's mostly why I don't give those divorces to them. Because it doesn't really... Right? Like, he could take a second wife to solve his problem. He doesn't need to abandon his first wife. All of the stress. One person dies and all of the stress of my hunt goes away. That's what it's like to be getting old. Things become more and more difficult. All right, so are we going to... We're going to attack? Or are we just going to simply continue... We're going to find a military target, or are we just going to simply continue to develop? 71 gold per turn, that's pretty good. It could be better. It's definitely going to get there. And the Umayyad dynasty has reached maximum renown. Yes, it's splendor. Splendor is the word. So we've reached maximum splendor. Great. We are going to still have to work to hold these guys in check, though, because they do not want to accept the fact that we need to stay unified. does feel a little bit like it's happening a tiny bit less now. Thank Allah I can go inside again. I guess that's what I get for making a bunch of neighbors that were all for my family. They really have no one to fight except each other. Ah, mark of distinction. The Umayyad dynasty banner is now illustrious. Pretty good. We are intensely powerful now. We want to be coming over to this region. Not for this character, but for the future. We want to try to track down if there's any chunky wars. Kingdom titles that might actually have claimants. So no one can claim Persia. No one can claim Mesopotamia. No one can claim Jazeera. No one can claim Syria, Jerusalem. That's the thing. Most of these kingdoms they don't exist at the beginning of the game, so there's no family to them. We're not after the Saffarids. So all these kingdoms, they're just, well, I mean, not Georgia. Someone's formed Georgia, but that creates a bit of a problem for us because it prevents us from being able to get kingdom level claims, which isn't great because that would make our whole process so much faster. Eventually, I think we're gonna, well, there's a thing we can do to get a lot of claims quickly. I don't know if we're gonna do it now or leave it to our father, but that is take Sicily, the island, and then secure the Mediterranean. Lets us declare wars on all coastal territories, give us a bunch of coastal claims all along here in Syria and Jerusalem. That could give us our first real push in. I do wonder, because he is a nation builder focused leader, would he take this time at the end of his life to consolidate Egypt? We could try to take this. Would make sense. We are 2 wars away from holding all of Egypt, and I think holding all of Egypt is a reasonable goal for someone who isn't that interested in war but wants to, like, consolidate the nation. Well, the empire. Truly. The modern concept of a nation state, of course, has not yet been invented. It's even more if we do it as a struggle clash, but if we do it as a struggle clash, we can take a ton of stuff all at once. Now that's probably a way. It can only take places that are adjacent to us, though, and that's not that many yet, but it could be a way to push it in the future. That's super interesting. But no, let's just continue with what we're doing. Oh, Steward lifestyle perk. We are now an architect. Our big choice here is, do we put ourselves into learning? I thought I had pedagogy, but I don't actually have pedagogy. Scholarship. Just like get to scholarly circles. And then maybe do whole body. We're theologian because we are... Yeah, let's do it. Let's do learning. It's pretty family traditional, so we'll just keep going down the family tradition. For all that we claim that our ideology is different from our predecessors, our education focus and our actual skills seem to be turning out very much the same. Baroness culture. In addition to everything else we're doing, we want to, like, holdings push these two. There's a lot of development that we can do right now. Oh, they declared war on each other. Of course they did. Of course it's proving ever more difficult to maintain this stuff. Want to build this castle? I think we're going to build this castle. I don't know if I have the tech to upgrade this. I actually do have the tech. No, I don't. It requires the keep. Well, no, I do. I have the tech. So we'll work on the mine now. A snake at the court. Yes, an affair with my niece. It's not great. These military academies should give us a bit of a boost in money. I'm gonna throw him in jail. I am going to negotiate his release. Then I'm going to demand his conversion. He won't accept it because he's a zealot. Fine, I'll just take the hook then. He does not like us very much. Yeah, I don't know why you joined up if you didn't like us. We didn't do anything really to you. Except, I mean, put you in prison. But that's a recent thing related to your own behavior. It has really nothing to do with me. What we got here? I don't think we care about any of this. My crown is great. Yeah, we're not forging a crown, that's for sure. Snake at the court? What did you call my daughter? Your copulator? Yeah, these guys gotta need to stop with their affair intrigues, because it's starting to get a little out of hand, really. You guys need to stop degrading my damned unity. I'm doing tons of hard work to keep this up, and you guys are degrading it all the time. I'm legitimately gonna run out of things that I can hand out if you guys don't stop. Go to my son here. I'm going to send him, no, not a monetary gift. It's got to be an artifact. I'm going to send him one of these. Oh, he can have the renowned stag hide. That's pretty cool. Once he gets his crown, he can put it up. For now, he can just hold it. Maybe I will give my son the knife. I could give my son the sword instead. I could take that. I'm not going to ever use it. I won't remember to turn it on anyway. And I'm not the kind of person who does that kind of negative interaction very much anyway. Just give us a bit more of a buffer. Oh, it is calming when you see that somebody else suffers from the same emotional turmoil as you. Do I think we should do this? Still uncertain. I'm still quite uncertain. Let me see. Do we want to build the new spots first? Oh, that's there's no new spot there. Any of these places have extra spots? No, but I'm pretty sure you might, but that's... Nope, you don't. Wow, this stuff's all really developed. Not over here, though. Over here is not fully developed. So we could, like, build a temple here. Think down here there's room for a temple or a city, which means I could build a city here. We do like to build cities, after all. Let's do it. Let's build a city here. And then we can build a city over here. And then probably a city over here. I think that's a good way to also progress our expansion period. Eventually we want to be building the, like, rank 3 buildings over here as well. Did we actually start any of these? I don't think we did. Which is fine. We don't need to rush it. Please, please stop robbing me of my work, you silly people, and all your infighting. So you want me to go to war? What are you trying to do? It's a liberty war. I don't remember what a liberty war is about. I suppose for my own sake, the sake of my own honor, I should do it. I'm not really doing any wars right now anyway. Don't really have an excuse to not fulfill my oath, which means my character, who is generally speaking honest, would probably help. No longer have a wet nurse. That's interesting and somewhat surprising. My wife would be an average wet nurse, and my wife would be an average wet nurse. I guess we can get my wife here to do it. Alright, so far things seem to be going pretty well this time around. This war over here kind of solves the problem of whether or not I'm going to go to war for myself for a bit. So my daughter is going to become humble. That's fine. She can be humble. Emir Rosondo has come bearing gifts and oaths, and I will accept both. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's fine that you mispronounce some words. It's not your language. I would appreciate if you did better in the future, though. My first learning perk. I think we're going to start with pedagogy. Ooh, I still can't decide if we're attacking this or not. I think we are, but it has to happen after this war is over, of course. Schemer discovered. Is plotting against my friend. Everybody's plotting against the vizier. You know, he's doing a good job. You guys shouldn't be plotting. 1,000 plots against a man who's actually doing his job properly. It doesn't really feel good to me, you know? Not. This army is not strong. Let's just land, like, right beside him, then. He can decide what he wants to do about that once we've landed. What is this? No, stop asking for divorces. You don't need them. If you want another wife, marry a second wife. The baker is robbing people again, so we will have to punish him as we punished all the other robbing bakers, which is apparently execution in our culture, you know? Prison hasn't been invented yet in that sense, so it's execution or probably something that they would consider to be too small a crime for stealing food. I mean, punishment, not crime. I am overwhelmed by stress again. That's great, it's because my sister died. Maybe I should schedule a hunt. Some cool places down here. I feel like this is probably the coolest place. It's also dangerous apparently to get to, which is not the best, so we probably won't do that. I don't want a slight bonus in exchange for it being super dangerous. That's also pretty dangerous. We could just go to here. It's not bad. Apparently my wife has come to observe, which is cool. Women can actually participate in falconry, so maybe she's actually hunting, you know? That would be cool. Right, my son has come of age. Everybody is getting very average educations lately, and I'm not sure why it is. I am picking them people with appropriate stats. Well, hopefully that doesn't play out with our grandson that we're raising. Let's look at him. Relationships. This is our grandson. He's now 6. Looking pretty good, kid. He's being trained by me. Got him as learning for some reason, even though I'm sure I chose stewardship for him. You know, because it's what I do. It's the best excuse for me doing this job. I'm quick. He's at least quick. It should be a pretty good education for him. Let's hope it turns out that way. We don't really have access to a university. I guess, actually, there is a university in Fez. I mean, I ain't paying for it, but if it ever got built... I mean, they're not closer, I don't think, than Barcelona. They are. But quite a bit, too. Designated guardian for our granddaughter, I think that is. I have studied the Arabic language for many moons. I personally penned this missive using the Arabic script, a letter of friendship from a speaker of Sonic. Just for a couple of years, you know, as a gesture. Oh, we let it pass. It's time to do this. For that extra 12. Should help a lot. Yeah, it's put us almost back to cap. Good. Okay, I'm feeling pretty strong about keeping that that organized. Oh, she was my ward. I didn't know they would let me do that. All right. Can't wait till the hunt begins. Definitely need the stress down. There's no question about that. 5 months. Okay. Oh, our army is out. That's why we have such low income. Like, where's my income gone? I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, geez, you're losing like crazy. You had a much bigger army than him, too. How are you getting to lose? How are you getting to lose? I don't understand, like, where your army went. Because it's actually kind of weird that your army disappeared. It's good to see the priest doing well. I do like ducks. So I don't want to hunt a duck, because that would be bad for the duck. And I like rabbits. I guess it's a quail, because I'm neutral towards quails. There we go. That'll win this battle. Talk later, vassal. Yeah, we're here for hunting. Please, don't interfere with the hunt with your rumors and speculations. Fine, my feathered friend. Oh, my bird found me 50 gold. I can always use 50 more gold. Thank you, bird. All right, so we won this war. We will disband all, and then we have to make the final decision that we've been putting off. Fly true, little one. 73% chance. We can drive the rabble out. We give them a generous donation, or we can accept the... I think we're going to give them money, you know. Ask them to just let us have the land for the day. Here, this will make up for the gathering that you lose. That seems honorable and just. 77% chance, but we still failed. It's fine, though. It didn't... The stress down, I don't think, will be high enough with a failure. I don't want to. All right, so we have finished the hunt at least, so we're now on our way home. And now we're home. Good, and we have to make the final big decision, and that is, do we take this duchy from the Byzantine Empire? If I declare war on the Byzantine Empire, I can conquer the duchy here of Sicily. Something that I do eventually want to do, or is he more likely... I mean, as an administrator, he would be very interested in controlling the entirety of the sea lanes. Like, that would be important to him. But also consolidating rulership of the last pockets of the old empire in Egypt might be more important, maybe important to him as well. I think we're doing this. I think we're going to war with the Byzantine Empire. I think that's just a thing that's happening. Like, it's time to accept the fact that all the islands must be ours. So expensive to so expensive. This is going to be an expensive war. Luckily we should be able to get things back under control real quickly financially. Titles can be created, allies can be asked to join. Not gonna. Right, so we are now in debt because of how expensive it is to take this huge army onto the water. All right. So let's drop our besiegers. Let's grab, say, 1,000 more guys. Okay, so we can split this in half. Sending this army down there. Splitting this in half. Sending an army down here. Sending an army over to there. Should be good. I wonder if we'll even see the Byzantines. I wonder if they're even going to have the strength and audacity to head over here. Under the stone pine. In the scorching midday heat, they sit in the shadows under a great stone pine, playing on lutes and flutes. They sing in Arabic about beauty, glory, lost love, found again. I can hear them from my balcony. They stir my soul. Yet I do not know the identity of these musicians. When I leave my lofty halls and approach the tree, they are gone. Are they sent from heaven? Are they phantoms devised by Shaitan to ensnare me? Perhaps not. But what am I to do about these damned feelings? I should sponsor more musicians. So beautiful. I will allow myself to be awed by the beauty. Probably should have split this. I mean, we're not really splitting small enough for this to really be a big deal anyway. Mostly this is just to get these all started so that they're faster when we move from place to place. Over to work, tax collector. The hour is late, and I can see a flicker of light coming from the next room where the doors been left ajar. So my friend Ablarion is having trouble, so I will help him because it's just a good option. It makes everybody happy. The taxed, the taxer, me, myself, because of the benefits, it's just good. Petty quality. I will accept your gift. Thank you for helping me out of my debt before it got too bad. Once this is done, I'm gonna have to send this guy just in his tiny little thing on his own, his little boat on his own. He's got to go down here and catch this up. That will mean he needs to enter the boat twice, but I think him entering a boat twice will be cheaper than this guy entering a boat once and then staying there for the rest of the time. I don't know, though. Not really. I will go to your hunt. Sure. I don't even know what your hunt is. I should have checked, but I will go. I mean, he looked like a formerly Christian vassal, so he's probably in the north. What's this? Oh yeah, I claimed a new artifact, didn't I? Another banner, right? I think it's probably this one. All right. Let's go. Hopefully we can siege this down pretty fast. Speed things up though, just to help out. Local hero. I ignore these because I do not believe that they should be raising up heterodoxic saints, but I also do not want to insult the people in the region by making my opinion known to them when I'm not 100% sure it's the correct stance. House unity changed, so they exchanged hostages. They played a game of chess. Nice. Soon for the hunt. All right. Designate a guardian for my daughter who wants to be a diplomat. I could do it myself, which I will. Yes, I know I'm in debt. It's fine. I've gained a stress level. My sister has died. I will never forget this day. 80% chance. The stress gain is mitigated by me having some catharsis about my grief. Alright, so it wasn't too bad. We will miss our sister, though, and we are in pretty bad states. But we are also on a hunt, which will help. Just probably not enough. I'm going to send you forward. Hitting the water again. Let's get out there. Yeah, oh, it is a falconry hunt. I like falconry hunts. It's nice to see we're doing them more. It'd be nice if we succeeded at them more, but can't win them all. Let's find the beast. There we go. 16 down. That should help. It's time. This is not going to be enough to de-stress me. Ah, what a shame. But at least we did a good job, and the hunt was a worthwhile adventure, right? 32 stress. Finish the hunt. I might be needing to, like, hold a feast or something when I have money again, just because this is... Riding this stress at this age is just not a good thing. We're still fine, though, which is good. Let's finish these sieges. Okay, so you can come up to there. Okay, you can join them there. We haven't fought a single battle yet because I don't think he's sending his troops over. Oh, we're in debt. Of course, we have a debt knock. Let's see where that debt knock is. What is this? What happened to you? Oh, you just popped out for some reason? The thing that happens sometimes, it appears? What? Oh, no. I just did not look properly. 3 excellent guys and someone who's good who can do it. Now, let's see what else we got going on here. All right, we were looking for the place that needs debt control. It's Cadiz. Please help Cadiz to clear out its debt-related problems for me. All right. This task... Oh, well, yeah, he's got to go and do the loop now, though. Almost... Ooh, we seized an artifact. We are now infirm. That's not great. That's not great. At least we can say we're probably not going to die without succeeding at most of our goals. In fact, going beyond what we originally set out to do. Allah, I can go inside again. Well, the problem with being infirm, though, is I can no longer use hunts to stress down. What's this? I think we're going to try to hit Iron Constitution for the, disease resistance. Okay, a couple more sieges and this war should be done. And when the war is done, I think this is going to be the end of this episode. We have gotten a lot done. I don't think we're going to be able to afford to do the, to take over the whole Mediterranean. Secure the Mediterranean, because we're in debt. I do have some money here, so we can probably pull ourselves out of debt. At least temporarily, just by, doing some of these lower value ones. We want to keep the higher value ones just in case. Just in case. Oh, need a guardian for my grandson. He wants to be a stabber. Got this courtier. Got my wife here. I think she might be the best choice. It's my like secondary wife. So we'll do that. I think we're going to leave these guys down here just in case he comes around and tries to break any of these sieges, so we'll have somebody on hand. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, apparently she languished in my prison. I mean, it's not my fault, but whatever. She consider herself lucky that I'm not one of those psychos that murders people who are their rivals. There we go. We now have Sicily, which completes the Secure the Mediterranean. We now can prevent Christian ships from interfering with our North African coastal trade routes, meaning that we can secure trade all the way from Egypt to Aquitaine. Good. Now let's look at these territorial changes. I have gotten this place now. Apparently I can hold 9 places after becoming infirm. But the only place I really want to give up is probably Messina. Let's look at our succession. So all of it goes to my son, my primary heir still, except for the stuff that is going to the future Sultan of Aquitaine. How is our unity? Our unity is not that great anymore. We're going to encourage our house to pursue the economy. All right, well, it's okay for now. I'm going to give this away, though. I'm going to give this to my marshal. Because, you know, I earlier said that I was going to elevate him. Piroz the Kurdish, our marshal, tax collector, and commander. He's married to my niece. So let's grant this to him. There we are. And then we're going to ask... We should disband all before we unpause. Well, we're not going to unpause. We're going to just be ending the episode. And then we want to tell these guys, hey, bud, I got an idea for you. Could you convert, please? 100% chance. And you, madame, could you convert, please? We also need to get her married. I could marry her to one of my sons. Maybe we will unpause just long enough to do that. My court musician is gone because I landed her husband. Blessed be Allah. Now I'm going to marry you, arrange a marriage, to the oldest of my remaining sons, this 19-year-old. They're the same age. I think that'd be a good marriage for her. She will do it non-matrilineally, which is perfectly acceptable to me. In fact, I prefer that. And with that, we're going to bring an end to this episode. Thank you very much, and I hope you join me the next time we are here in the Umayyad Empire, when we have to begin considering whether or not Youkhanna here has any interest in pursuing Arabia, or if he is satisfied with his conquests, if he has succeeded at achieving everything he wants to achieve. I think it's probably true that he has. I mean, I think he's probably done everything he was looking to do in his life. It's nice that we came out of that war not in debt. All right. Bye for now.